What is the cost of a high school diploma in America? Some may answer with hours spent in school, others may answer with years, or some may even answer with dollar signs. But others have the unique opportunity of announcing that part of their graduation requirement was to commit to hours of community service. So the question today we're going to be looking at is, should America require community service as a prerequisite to graduating from high school? And in order to look at this, we're going to have to take a look at three sides to mandated community service or service learning. The first is the investment in the community and the benefits from that. The second thing we're going to be looking at today is the difference between community service and service learning. And the third thing we're going to be looking at is challenges to having mandated service or service learning. So we're going to start out with a little story from my youth. So when I became a new driver on the Utah roads, I was tasked to find a car in order to get me around. So to demonstrate, this is to represent my 2004 Dodge Stratus. So my 2004 Dodge Stratus, I saved up every dollar I could and invested it into buying that car in full. And the pride that I took from that and the investment really paid off, so I was able to gain a deeper appreciation for what I still have today and still drive today. And I think this kind of plays along with community service. When you have not just high school students, but anybody in general investing in their community, chances are they're going to take a greater look and a greater appreciation for what they have and that they're going to want to take care of. So that's one aspect to community service that needs to be looked at. The second point we need to look at is the difference between community service and service learning. So Sarah Helms, a professor of economics at the University of Alabama at Birmingham, states in her article, Involuntary Volunteering, the Impact of Mandated Service in Public Schools, quote, "Community service is volunteerism that occurs in the community, action taken to meet the needs of others and better the community as a whole." End quote. Whereas service learning is defined as, quote, "Service learning combines service objectives with learning objectives with the intent that the activity changes both the recipient and the provider of the service. This is accomplished by combining service tasks with the structured opportunities that link the task to self-reflection, self-discovery, and the acquisition and comprehension of values, skills, and knowledge content." So this is a really big differentiation between the two, where you need to look at what exactly is being demonstrated here, and based off of what's being required for a lot of students now, it would be service learning, where they're expected to help them learn something along the path. And the third point is high school students. One of the struggles with this is high school students often juggle many different things. They juggle school, often they have jobs of some sort, part-time or full-time. They have social lives, and they have after-school clubs and sports, and a lot of these things that can effectively drain the person and all of their hours in a day. So one of the challenges with the service learning is deciding how many hours are really needed to emphasize this community investment that we want them to have. So in conclusion, community service is great for community involvement, but high school students are very busy, and there does need to be some investment into looking at what time constraints they're going to have and needs they're going to have, as this is a very busy time in their lives. But this movement is gaining popularity. In 2001, only 7 states allowed credit for service, compared to 2011, where 19 states now give credit for volunteering. So this movement is growing, and it's going to be something that will need to be taken a look at even more in depth than it is already.